Good morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime. Welcome back to Hemlock Farm, joining Seamus on the 16th of fall, year 3. Let's say good morning to baby Vera. Oh, that was really a little baby one. We can get a baby one for the baby. There we go. Get a nice high one there. Awesome. So this will just be. Have you spent any time with Vera today? I just did. Yay. This will. Where did my salads go? Why did I ditch my? Oh, I know why I ditched my salads. Cause yeah, I wasn't gonna be going to the mines. Sorry. So this is just gonna be the next episode for those of you watching. But for me, it has been quite some time since I have recorded because I've been very busy with real life shenanigans and such. Y'all are looking good. Let's pop some. Oh, look at them. They look so awesome. And then one day for the glass pumpkins. So exciting. I've been very busy in real life, so I haven't had time to actually just sit down and record. So it feels so good. So darn good to be back and recording once again. Why do I have a turban on me? Was I in Skull Caverns? We're just going to toss it. I don't know what I was going to do with that, but I think we already have one. So maybe I meant to put it in... Oh, pretty. How long on that? 1 day? It's ready in 1 day. Well, that means that all of our other fruit trees are going to be ready really soon. Oh, yeah, and we have... Oh, I forgot how lovely this looks in here. Like, I remembered we did it, but I forgot what it looked like. Oh, I'm not storing those here, that's why. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a lot of me reacquainting, so I do apologize. I did... Hello, that gate was so slow. I did kind of watch last... I thought it was past, like the last episode a little bit, just to kind of like reorient myself. But it wasn't anything too crazy because I don't know, we're still kind of trucking along. And I remember what I was hoping to do this episode regardless. So it'll be a good kind of like reintroduction once again. But for you, it's just the next episode. Either you're watching it as they're released or you're just watching the playlist retroactively, which is both are awesome options. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, we can do this. I might wait because... Yeah, I'll wait. I'm just going to say that. So let's go check on greenhouse land because I don't know what's happening here. I forgot we moved our greenhouse down here. It looks really nice down here. Oh, starfruit's ready. And fruit's ready. Okay. So one reason why I kind of really sat down to start recording yet again was because there was a notice on Twitter today. Oh, look at the tabletop ones. Those look so nice. So many different colors. Of course I just choose the green one. Y'all expect anything less of me by this point. There was a post on Twitter today by Concerned Ape. And it was saying that basically the bulk of the content of the 1.6 patch is completed. It's just kind of like it's moved into the testing phase. So not to say that it's going to be released soon, but there is a potential that it can be released soon. And my goal was to finish recording year 3 before 1.6 drops, just because it'd be kind of jarring to, like, you know, say we're on like fall 23 and then the 1.6 update drops and it'd kind of be like, oh, and okay, and now we need to, like, there's a whole bunch of new content and right, like it'd just be nice to kind of like close the chapter, so to speak, before we reopen the chapter to a very different world in Stardew. So that's what I have in mind. So that's why I'm going to be trying to record this a little bit more heavily over the next little bit, even though my life is still, it's just like crazy busy, honestly, which, I mean, I think that's just part of being human. Probably many of you watching are also crazy busy, and this is just a way for you to, you know, decompress and unwind. So thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you are doing well and you're managing your stress, which I know is, again, feels kind of almost like empty asking that because no one typically manages their stress well nowadays. But I am here for you in whatever way, shape, or form you would like me to be. I am here. Cool. This looks so nice. I'm so happy. This was like such a long project getting this crystallarium shed done too, hey? It just feels so good getting it done. What's going on here? Right. Oh, is this a festival day? It is a festival day. It's like, where's Robin? Why is that not upgrading? I don't remember what we were going to be doing with that, so I might have to watch some videos again because I know we were... Was that like another machine? Vanilla Machines shed, maybe? Oh, we got some more deconstructors, it looks like. I don't even know how many we have. I don't know how many staircases I need to grab. Sorry, I'm just, again, I'm so out of sorts. It's been so long since, like, it's been probably closer to a month, honestly, in real life since I've played this farm. That's why I'm so, like, disoriented and confused. So I do apologize, even though you're like, you literally did this last episode. It's been quite some time for me. I think I want to bring these with me, don't I? Not to say that's an excuse, but yeah. Because I do, like, some of it is, like, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's very automatic. What's the word I'm looking for? Autonomic? Oh, I didn't mean to grab that. I don't know. You all know what I'm trying to say, and you'll probably correct me, which I will appreciate. We are not going to go to the fair, I don't think. I'm sorry. We got some stuff to do. I have some things I want to accomplish today that I've been thinking a while about. Even though I haven't been playing, I've been thinking about it. Let's just grab one more bone. I don't know why not. Just because then we'll have like the full machine. It bugs me how there's not full machines. Okay. Oh right, where did I move my furnaces? Were they this one? I think they were this one, right? Because I have a chest here now. Yes, 163. Let's do you. What the heck? Sorry, I just heard something. I was like, "Is my cat?" We'll do the gold, 100%. Oh, we must have, because yeah, there's no reason we'd have this much gold in our inventory. Oh, right. What on earth? Okay, 1 second. I'm hearing noises. 1 second. It was just my cat. The usual. He was just like outside, outside the room. Did I not get my coal? He was just outside the room that I'm recording in. I don't think he realized that the door was not actually closed. And he could just, you know, walk in, just give it a little nudge. So, I don't know, he's just kind of being a little bit funky. Oh, that was all of our gold. Wow, we have so many furnaces now. So many ores. Holy, we're swimming. Okay. We can actually maybe cook some more stuff. Hey, I don't think I want to. Actually, we can just make them here. How many more do we need? 18. How many can we make? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure, we'll just make all of them. Why not? We have the stone on us. So then this can be changed to, no. 9. Done. Sweet. Let's pop them down, hey? Wait, why did I say 18? Isn't this supposed to be 17? Oh, because there's one right here, that's why. Nice. No, I want this one. Duke. I don't know how I feel about these now that I'm sitting on them. I might want to change them. You can change them to like the green. See how that looks. Looks okay. Looks okay. We'll sit on this for a little bit. And then we'll probably change them again soon. That looks fine. Knowing me, I'll change them a few more times at least, hey? Sweet. So some of these trees actually might be done, or they're also all 1 day away, 2 days. They're so close, friends. They are so close. 2 days in game to being done. I am so excited. This is like, I've been waiting. You probably all have been waiting for that too, hey? Whoa, the agave tree looks so cool. Holy, and this tree is so bright too. 2 days on all of those. That's super. I'm so excited. Okay, let's go do our daily, desert check. See what's going on here. See if our merchant friend has something for us. Oh, we still need foraging experience, right? Because we're not done prestiging. Or leveling up to prestige. Cocktail sauce. That is not what we want, but that's okay. And the Baharat seasoning. Sweet. Doesn't look like today. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, I didn't even check my keg sheds. Whoops. Let's go and do that, because I don't know where those are at. Don't know where those are at. We're so close to the gold clock too. I think is it probably like one more harvest of the stuff. Hey. Hello. How are you doing? 15 hours, and I think am I putting? No wait, I'm doing starfruit over. Oops, I just clicked off the game and did something on Amazon. I think I'm putting them in here. There we go. Okay. I also forgot to put away all of this. Good thing I came back down here. Hey. There we go. Okay, so now we can go to our storage shed. which I actually really like. Yeah, just like looking at it again, I'm like, okay, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. It's looking good. It's looking very homey in here. Okay. Am I still putting forage in here, or have I started migrating forage? No, okay, I'm still putting in here. That's fine. Wow, we have so much sandalwood. Almost a full stack of sandalwood. Is there anything that we can craft? What were we trying to craft? Furnaces, make monster must for volcano, backyard, fall 22. Right. Yeah, we can't. I'm pretty sure we can't craft deluxe wine cakes. We don't have any gold. Again, limiting resource by choice. I know that we can get it quite easily, but that pulls the fun out of it a little bit. Cool. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's do what I wanted to do, which was grab. We have 90 of these, so I'm gonna grab 20 of them. And then we're gonna go obelisks. Let's pull them up, hold on. And we're gonna go to the island. I honestly don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I think because I literally just forgot that it was an option. And I know we could just use the Parrot Express. We're gonna run. Hello? Is that honeycomb? It is. This is quite rare, I think. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not. I don't know. But I mean, we haven't seen it just foraging. We're gonna grab these. Yes. And we're gonna come up here. And what we are going to do is, let me just check. For some reason I had a freak out. The OBS was not doing this thing. We're gonna talk to here. We're gonna take our tools. Then we're going to take the radioactive bar, and we can actually make radioactive tools. We can do that with all of these. So we're going to do that. And I'll talk a little bit about what the radioactive versions actually do. There we go. Look at that. And we can't really do anything with this. I mean, we could, you know, put a prismatic shard on it or whatever, but I think we're kind of okay with what we have right now, the cleaving. I think that one's fine to sit on for a little bit longer. Cool. I don't know if we're... Hello? If we're going to... okay. I don't know if we're going to do a mines dive today, or a volcano dive today. We have a few other things. But let me talk about radioactive tools now, which again, some of you probably know this. That's okay. Let me just kind of... There we go. Okay, so the main thing with radioactive tools is the strength of them, to my knowledge, does not change. It's more so the charging kind of mechanic of it, the charging radius. So for example, with the pickaxe, we could typically go 1, 2, 3, and we were there, but that has another additional one. So you can see this crazy radius for it. It takes a lot of energy, but that's fun. Same with the axe. The axe is the same thing, which we can't see because but you could see the shockwave. The hoe is really nice. So I think, I tweaked this. I don't know if the settings saved when I was doing the tester one, but I tweaked this to apply a little bit more, and the radius for this should be, yes, it is if we have a pressure nozzled iridium sprinkler. And then same with this. It should be a pressure, yeah. So again, I customize that. It's a little bit different if you don't do anything to the MARGO mod, and you can just do it in MARGO. Modular gameplay overhaul, and you go into tools, and then let's say watering can. If you scroll down, there's the radioactive length, which I have at 7, and the radioactive radius at 3. So that's 3 away from your character. So it's tiles away from your character, if that makes sense. So let me just explain that again with the visual. Excuse me, gunky throat. So if you do this, which now it's off centered, you can see that this is where Seamus is, the center. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. So again, the sprinkler would be right here, and then it would fan out that way. So that's how that works out. And I set it that way because if not, it kind of has more of the vanilla where it's like, it's only 1 radius away from Seamus. So it's like a 3 tile wide thing. And I don't know, it gets a little bit funky, and I was like, that's not the most functional, I would say. So yeah, but let's go and check what the I can't remember what I was going to... Oh yeah, let's go and check what the radio axe, geez, I guess that kind of works. What the radioactive axe can do, because it's quite cool. So we are going to go into our crazy tree farm that's currently doing its thing here. It's absolute chaos. And I think the setting would have saved too. So let's go just into like literally into the thick of it right here. So if I just press and hold, it might be a loud noise, heads up. One, we cut down all those baby trees, that's okay. Look at that. That's probably really loud, I'm sorry, but isn't that so satisfying? Oh! Ooh, like I get like shivers from that. Like that is just like the shockwave out is so cool. But when I swing, the trees still take 3 hits, which is kind of interesting. Like I thought that it would have been like one swing and the tree would have been felled. But that doesn't seem to be the case, and that's like that's okay, right? That's fine. It's just interesting. Hey, you thought that like, you know, you'd think that upgrading it would increase the strength, but it doesn't. I mean, it's really just it doesn't apply to our pickaxe because our pickaxe has a powerful enchant on it, so it oh, I can't get that rock. Hey, I need to move it. I'm sorry. It's just gonna continue to make like weeds if I don't. Yeah, the powerful enchant on the pickaxe makes it so it just one hits everything, right? So that's kind of redundant. It isn't kind of, it is redundant. I also don't know why I decided to start chopping down trees, but I did. We have way too many projects. Like one project that I actually want to do is path more of Hemlock. And that's something we can work shorter term on, so that's why I'm adding it to the to-do rather than here. Oh, we still need to make Jew Crusher. Wait, but those take gold bars. Right. Yeah. Okay, those are the larger, kind of longer term projects. We could go to Skull Caverns. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so there's a mod that I might... I'm so bad. I'm trying not to add more mods. I'm trying not to, because I am really, really happy with how... No, I think I'm not going to add it, because again, that's a shortcut. We don't want to take shortcuts. There's a mod, which again, this is in 1.5 land, so definitely by the time you're watching this now, 1.6 will be out. Like, it's kind of... I feel like it's almost guaranteed, because this is not... There's like a time lapse in terms of... Or not a time lapse, what's the word I'm looking for? From when I'm recording this to when it will be uploaded live for everyone to watch, it's going to be about a 3-month period. So I am highly assuming that 1.6 will be out by then. So some of these mods might not work yet, because we don't know, like, you know, some of the mod creators are on a hiatus or have moved on or whatever, so we don't know which ones have been maintained and that kind of thing. But anyways, now that I took way too long to talk about that, the mod that I was thinking about adding is called Ore Increaser, which some of you maybe know or have used yourselves. Also, that I feel like that's not a physically possible option, but that's fine. It's called Ore Increaser, and basically what it does is say that this tree is actually like a stone in the mines. We're in the mines right now, and that's just a regular stone node. Every time you enter the mines, every stone has basically, this is to my understanding, so correct me if I'm wrong, every stone has a % chance for it to be a gem or like an ore deposit node. And the % chance is quite low, right? And kind of every time it's like randomizes it. So what the Ore Increaser mod does is think about the burglar ring, where it doesn't actually just double the chance for you to get additional monster loot. It like does like a second pass over with the same probability, to my understanding. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. So you kill a bat, you get 2 bat wings, then it does another pass to see if conditions are met to give you 2 more bat wings within the probability, yes or no. So sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But at the end of the day, it is an increased chance. There's so many trees here, which is good that we're doing this. That's kind of what the Ore Increaser mod does, is instead of just changing the probability, like the direct probability of a stone, like this tree right here being an ore node, it changes the number of passes or the number of checks that of this stone for it to be an ore node. So basically, if you have it set to 3, it checks that stone. It checks this stone right here, fails the check, stays a stone. Then it checks again, fails the check, stays a stone. Checks a 3rd time, passes the check, then it will become an ore node, if that makes sense. So it objectively increases the number of ore node spawns that you will see on each given mine floor. And you can, again, obviously customize that within the config file. I feel like 3 is like, it really puts the game into like more of an easy mode, because you get like if we did a typical Skull Caverns run, and I'm assuming we got 135 gold from whatever Skull Caverns run we did recently, it wouldn't be tripled, no, but it would be probably like closer to like 400 or so. Is that math check out? I don't know. It's a substantial amount, even just with like the 3 passes. Because yeah, I think there was a few playthroughs I played, and if you set it to like 10, it's like by the time you get down to level 100 Skull Caverns, almost every single, there's like maybe 1 stone node, and the rest are iridium and like iron and stuff. So it's quite overpowered and quite broken. So that's kind of why I don't want to use it, because I don't want to just like get gold too easily, you know? Like I like the struggle. There's a beauty in the struggle, and if anything, like, oh my gosh, you all have been so wonderful with commenting, and you know, we're really building up our community here, like, which is really, I would say that is like one of my intentions and my hopes, is just to have a community. But like, I'm not looking at the number, if that makes sense, right? Like, I'm not worried about subscribers. I 100% appreciate you and love you if you subscribe, because that means that you just want to be a part of the community, and you want to be involved in everything. So thank you so much. But anyways, tangent. What I do love is there's so many of you commenting and like just like telling everyone like how much you're loving this style of playthrough. Which, again, I know that, like, now it's very much a faster pace compared to year 1, right? Especially, like, year 1 was a lot more of a slower grind, a slower burn. But, I mean, I feel like this is still a very slow burn, right? Like, yeah, again, I know, do I have the, perfection tracker? I do. Oh, it's gonna lag. So I'll talk about it while my game freezes. Like, you can see, we've completed a lot of the objectives. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 objectives here, and we've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've completed 7 out of, what was it, 11, did I say? 11 or 12? Which you're like, oh my gosh, that's so substantial. But then you look at the shipping achievement, like, look at, I don't know what these numbers mean. I knew once upon a time, it's explained in the mod, but it left my brain. What they actually mean, so I can't remember. But basically the biggest thing is right here in terms of the numbers. We've only shipped 366 out of basically 7,000 items. So I'm just trying to say that this is very much a slow burn. We've crafted less than half of the machines that we can craft, right? So we're on year 3, and we're very, like, I would say, like, very healthily established at this point. But I'm like, I would not be surprised if this playthrough, making, like, if it kind of seamlessly transfers over to 1.6 nicely once everything's updated, I would not be surprised if this playthrough goes well into year, like, 7, 8, maybe even like year 9. I don't know, right? Like, oh, I just wasted that tree. That's a bummer. Because again, I'm not gonna try to be like, wow, we need to ship, you know, we have a quota. I need to ship at least 10 items a day. No, right? Like, it'll happen more naturally. And yeah, sure, we're going to get huge kind of like spikes, but just because of, like, we're going to get a huge one soon because all of our fruit trees will be done, right? So we can ship all of that. But yeah, I'm going to like kind of take it slow, right? Like, I want to kind of work through the processing a little bit and have a little bit of fun with it. See how that kind of plays out. And even, I just know, like, there's so much, like, one item can be processed, like, so many different ways, like a ridiculous number of ways. So yeah, like, thanks for sticking around. And I know, again, maybe it's like it's a different kind of slow burn now, because it's not like the struggle isn't there, you know. And I would say even like it's not really a time gate either, hey? Like, I'm just like choosing to take it a bit easier. Because yeah, I could have crafted every machine and been throwing in something every day, like, that's fine. But again, that's like, no, I want to grow everything first. I think that's fun. I want to kind of establish our roots, so to speak. Because it's also fun. I like kind of completing a project before I move on to another one. And right now we're working on like 4 or 5, or I guess it's actually probably in the double digits worth if you count our long-term projects. we're working on a lot of projects, so I don't want to be trying to process things when we still have like 80% empty greenhouses. We don't have all of our machines established. You know, like I like to be a little bit more systematic about this, which if you're watching this video, this is, I don't know, an episode, like this is probably like in the 300s, maybe even close to the 400s, like, and you've stuck around this long, you know that by now. That, that's just how my brain works. That's how I like to approach things. Yeah. One thing that my family always comments on, not so much recently, but one thing that they always commented on, and I mean, please share if you're the same, because I think it's wonderful and beautiful and quirky and hilarious. But one thing that they always commented on is like eating food. I would always dish the food on my plate, and when possible, I would, can I not get in there? When possible, I would make sure that my food would not touch. I'd have them in their nice little piles on the plate and their own little islands. Can I not get over here? Okay, that's gonna bug me. I'm sorry. I need to, because these are just gonna spread weird. I know I'm cheating. I'm sorry. And then another thing that I did is I would eat one thing at a time, which I'll unpack a little bit more in a second here. But I would like say like I don't know, what's a good example of food that you have on a plate. Let's say like just a typical, I don't know, North American kind of westernized breakfast. So you have eggs cooked, however, and then you have bacon or back bacon, whatever, Canadian bacon. And then, I'm sorry if you don't eat bacon either, if it's kind of not ethically something you do, I apologize. And then you have toast, and then, I don't know, something else, like some fruit or whatever. I don't know, it doesn't matter. This is not really a breakfast that I eat, but it's one that people at least recognize, right? Via popular culture. None of that would be touching on my plate. And then what I would do is I would eat all the bacon first, and then I would eat all of the eggs, and then I would eat the toast. And that's not the best example because there's, you know, better ways of experiencing that. But anyways, you get what I mean, what I'm trying to say, right? And I did that for years, and I still do that quite often. However, there are certain foods that when mixed or dipped or eaten together, you know, really bring out a nice flavor in the palate, or like they're meant to be experienced that way. So I don't always do that, but if it's like typically, if it's like able for the food to be separated and it won't ruin the experience, I usually, that's just how I eat, that's how I work, which I don't know, maybe I need to be tested for things. Great. I don't think that's a hindrance to anyone's lives. It's just how my brain works. And yeah, so that was a long side story, a little side quest there to explain just how systematic I try to be and enjoy being, but sometimes I'm not, and that's also okay. But I don't know, that'd be cool to hear from some of you, like especially those who like to chat a little bit, is to hear how you approach things. Like, I know that I've mentioned on this channel once or two times that like Hodgepodge, the YouTuber, he's a content creator that not nowadays, not so much, he only has his expanded playthrough now, but he was doing a bunch of Stardew playthroughs, and he has like, oh my gosh, he is such a role model with his original Stardew Farm, and having like episode was like 2000 something. I don't even know what his original one got up to, but he is, and he's like self-admittedly said this, that he's like, well, he is a very chaotically organized / just there's no organization, no method to his madness kind of person, especially within Stardew. I don't know about his, you know, real life situation. He doesn't really elaborate on that, and he doesn't have to. But yeah, his, like, you know, his inventory is always just a complete mess. He's, you know, his stuff's in all sorts of chests, but like I really enjoy watching it because it's something that I would never do, yet I'm able to experience it, but it doesn't make me cringe. You know, like I don't, it's like hard to explain. Where it's like, personally, I would never do that. That would cause me 17 heart attacks. But like, it's still so interesting and fascinating to watch. And like, it's, I don't know, to me, it's also entertainment value. How, like, you may know where something is because you've seen him look for it in a chest at one point, and then he just has no clue where it is and is confused. And you're like, it's in the pink one. So he likes pink. I don't know. I find amusement in it that way. It's funny. And also, yeah, just experiencing another way of life, another mode, is also really nice and refreshing. Oh, there's grass there. But yeah, no, that'd be cool to hear from you all. And I think I feel like I've asked this question before, maybe not with the same lead up into the question, but like, are you more of an organized person, or are you more of a kind of just like shove it in a chest, whatever, figure it out later, or like don't figure it out at all and just deal with it kind of person? Because I'm curious. And if you are, like within that, there's even some like bounds and stuff, right? I'm literally just eating this for energy. Oh no, can we afford it? 564. Because you all are well versed in my organization systems that I have in place. And I wouldn't argue they're the most robust, but I would say that it is pretty substantial. And I do kind of like try to manage the like the entropy of it all. Is that the right word I'm like? Is it enthalpy? Entropy. Oh my gosh, I have to go back to my first undergrad. Entropy. Is this the state of thermal energy? No. Enthalpy? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, friends. No, what's the... what is the term where everything goes to a state of like chaos? I don't know. I know it's like stochasticity. Entropy. It is entropy. Goodness, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm also just eating time by Googling on the side. I try to manage the entropy because the whole concept of entropy, and I'm not a physicist, I'm not really, wasn't huge into physics. I don't know, it didn't spark for me. Not to say that this is just a personal thing, right? But the whole thing with entropy, if you're not really a science person, is that like everything basically will move towards a state of disorder. Not chaos. Chaos isn't the right word. It's like a state of disorder if kind of left to its own devices. So for example, think about like a car, especially if you live in somewhere that's seasonal in nature. A car, the exterior of the car will at some point start rusting, right? Again, this is probably more practical for those of you who have actual like winter conditions like that, where it gets cold and snowy and the roads get salted and such. But if left unmaintained, your car will eventually rust and corrode more and more and more over the time you own it. And the only way to combat entropy is by putting in, oh shoot, I wanted that tree, is by putting in energy. That tree just got, yeah. Putting in energy, and your energy is defined in so many ways, right? Like there's kinetic energy, there's, I don't know, there's a bunch of other types of energy, like nuclear energy that escalated really quickly, but you're getting what I'm trying to say, right? So in terms of organization, that's why I like to talk about it too, because the only way you stay organized is by putting in the time and effort to stay organized. Which is something that I do, and I don't do it perfectly. You know, there's times where I'm just not organized. Could be more. But yeah. Anyways, that's again huge tangent. But what's new? That's why so many of you tune in though, is because you like just these tangential. I don't know what word. Apparently today's a day of me just pulling some lesser used words into my vocabulary toolbox here. But that's just a very tangent way of asking you, how do you organize yourselves? What do you prioritize in terms of organization? I'm going to bring Fiernan back here because I'm nervous. What systems do you use? Like, do you use kind of like, oops, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go with storage. Do you use, I'm going to pause time because I'm talking about it. Do you use the craft table and then kind of focus around there? Do you add in additional chests, and kind of how do you categorize those chests? Like how specific, how meticulous do you get? That's what I really want to know, because I think that's super fascinating. Put the stone in here, that's fine. And then put fiber, put you in here. And we have you. Oh, I have, do I have hazelnuts in here? No, maybe I'll put the hazelnuts in, I don't know where I want to put those. I wasn't expecting to get a bunch of hazelnuts. Or again, are you just like someone who's like, you just fill up a chest until all 36 slots are filled, and then you craft a new chest and put that down somewhere and then fill that up until it's filled. I don't know. Curious to hear, because I think that's super fascinating. Yeah, I think it's just really cool. Oh, nice. All right, we're chopping down a bunch of trees. And I guess that's just the flavor of the conversation for the episode. So, yeah, it'd be cool to hear from some of you, especially those of you who kind of like actively listen or watch, to give feedback. I know, again, some of you just use this for various ambient reasons, which is also so wonderful and perfect. So don't feel pressured to answer if you kind of just came back into the land of attention on here and you're like, what did I miss? No, it's totally fine. But yeah, anyways, thanks for having that conversation with me. I know that it hasn't happened yet. Well, for me, by the time you're watching and listening to this, it will be happening presently. But yeah, I'm excited to hear, because again, organization is something that I really enjoy. So let's talk about it. Because I'm sure that there's other people that, even though they may not be vocal about it, they're also curious and they love to read the comments. So if you just kind of drop a comment down, that'd be really cool to hear. Or even if there's another content creator where you know that they just have some sort of organization or form of disarray that you think is really great, like link their video channel in the comments. That's also really cool to kind of share within the Stardew community and see it that way and acknowledge other folks as well. But anyways, I just want to say thanks for joining us on the 16th of fall, year 3. And I'm looking forward to catching you in the next episode, where we are going to continue to just chat. Hey, continue to pick away at some stuff. But until then, bye-bye for now.